Welcome to a special series called Mask and Marriage. I'm your girl Nessa, and I am so glad that you tuned in for this series, episode 1, where we are going to discover the ugly truths of marriage. So, as promised, I would be sharing beauty products, and our first brand today is going to be Goldie, and this mask is called Clean Greens Purifying Face Mask. I'm just going to begin applying my mask as I talk to you guys. Ciao. So the first ugly truth about marriage is that it's not all glitz and glam. I don't know who told you guys that. And social media has been distorting the image. Not distorting the image. I think it's great to have happy memories, the pictures, but I don't think that we should fall for that trap because there's a lot more to it. Marriage is not wedding planning. Marriage is not pictures. Marriage is work. Marriage is two imperfect people coming together to make something work as a team. And that is the truth. Okay? So there will be times where you guys are frustrated with each other. And there will be times where you're not seeing eye to eye. And that is perfectly normal. That is a part of life. Agree to disagree. There will be times where y'all don't agree. But you come to a happy medium in order to progress and to move forward. Or ugly truth about marriage is that there are seasons. There are seasons where it'll be good. There are seasons where it's going to be bad. There are seasons where you're going to have to know how to pray for your marriage. And there are seasons where everything's just going to be flowing effortlessly, And that is A-okay. We all are growing. We're all learning. And so the best thing you can do is just keep trying. Keep pushing forward. Even on the worst days, choose to see the best in each other. And that means, I know that, me and my husband may not see eye to eye, but we choose to know that, or I choose to know that he has my best interest and I have his best interest. And so we have a common goal to make our marriage work. And that's what we're aiming to do. That is the goal. Like, even on the bad days where you feel like we just are not getting it together, it's not clicking, that's okay. Oh my God, my shirt. Marriage is very selfless, and society has it that, well, if he's not doing what I'm asking him to do, or XYZ, or she's not meeting this expectation, then I'm out the door. That is not marriage. Marriage is very selfless. It is very sacrificial, and it is a lot of forgiveness. So I want people to understand. Will you guys always make each other happy? Absolutely not. We fail. We are individuals. We have our own views and perspectives, and that's fine, but the common goal is that we're moving together in order to work as a team and to progress as a team. My husband does things that might get on my nerves or annoy me, and I think about the vows that I said. I'm constantly reminded of what I promised to do. And I like to watch, and I think this is a good practice that you can take in your relationship as well. I love to watch our wedding video over and over because it reminds me of the commitment that I made. It reminds me of the promises I said I was going to do, because a lot of us forget that. We forget what we said we were going to do. And then when we're challenged, we're like, nope, I didn't sign up for this. Oh, but you did. You definitely did. And mine was patience. And my husband has tested my patience on many, many levels for many times. But I remember promising to be patient, to be kind, to be loving, and those are the things that I take into consideration when we're going through our trials or we're going through things in our relationship, and I'm like, no, but I promise to be patient. I promise to be forgiving. It's unrealistic expectations. We set these high expectations, and I'm telling you, social media is leading people like left. Literally leading people left, because you don't understand that these expectations that you place on people are just not, sometimes they're just not attainable. Like, sometimes we may have these expectations for our spouse because of what we saw, or you see somebody else's relationship and you're like, well, why aren't you like this, or why? And it's like, no, but we're different. Like, we are our own individuals. We are going to go based off of our own growth, our own exposure, what we've learned growing up. Like, all of those things are factored in. So I cannot expect my spouse to be like, oh, Joe. And he's going based off of who he is, and I allow him to be that person, and that's the person that I love and appreciate and respect. And it's the same way around. Like, he cannot expect me to be like, I don't know, whoever else, you know, when that's just not me. Like, I am myself, and I expect him to treat me that way and to allow me the opportunity to grow and learn as our marriage go through the years, you know. So it's really important to understand and take a step back on the expectations that you put on people, because then you're just adding more stress to your relationship. Like, it's okay to have standards, but just know that certain expectations, you have to make sure that it's actually attainable and not something that you're just feeding based off of what you saw in someone else's marriage or what you saw online. Because if you want your marriage to be smooth sailing, if you want it, you need to do in your relationship is to be each other's cheerleaders, so that your marriage is no different than any other marriage. Even the person you think whose relationship is perfect. Like, people are always like, how do I get like Ciara and Russell Wilson? We don't know the issues they go through. And I'm sure they have their issues, you know? Like, yeah, on the forefront, he seems like perfect 10. But he has his flaws too. You know, we just don't know about it. And she has her flaws too. We just don't know about it. But they stand as a team together. And that's like, on the forefront, you guys need to be a team on one goal. We're headed in the same direction. That is the important part. But don't feel ashamed and think that you're the only one going through problems. Find your tribe. Find the people that you need to talk to, your girlfriends, you know, trenches, who's going through the trenches. They can advise me on something that they might be experiencing. We help each other because we're going through the same experience right now. You know, or they've been there, done that. Someone who's more seasoned. So, you know, don't feel alone. Get help, get advice, go to counseling. There is nothing wrong with counseling. Just as much as we emphasize mental health, counseling is so beneficial. And sometimes you need a mediator. Sometimes you need that third person who's going to come in and kind of just get you guys to understand the other person's perspective. Just like you take your car to get inspected, even when it's still functioning, same thing with your marriage. Everyone needs it from time to time. Just a little checkup. Oh, we good? All right, cool. And that's it. So all of this to say, work on it, keep striving, continue to push each other, continue to fight for your relationship at all costs, you guys, and the ugly truths of marriage. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I think that this is ready to be taken off. So I'm going to wash it off and show you guys the final effects of this.